The X Games are on the airwaves, surfing at 13,000 feet. 10 teams on the cutting edge.
They build pretty big sand castles here in Newport, Rhode Island, but you know what? They build them even bigger on the horizon. But high above Second Beach in Middletown, 2 miles to be exact, it is the kings and queens of the sky surfing competition in a practice round. Scott Smith out of Eloy, Arizona, and Richard Stewart, the only Australian in the competition. The sky surfing event here at Second Beach in Rhode Island has actually gone high-tech for those watching from the ground. Not only can you get a tan, but you can watch the competition at the same time as it's happening. And next to beam those pictures almost 2 miles down to earth, Oliver Ferrer and Christian Schmid, seated 10th in the competition coming in.
Oliver has nice form. He maintains a straight body, keeps his head up, and he knows where the camera is after each move. That's called awareness.
Oliver told me before competition he wanted to be smooth, fast, and perfect. Well, gee whiz, you do all that, you're probably going to win, aren't you?
This team has come so far in the amount of time they've been together. Christian is still gaining a feel for timing with the camera. When to barrel roll, when to move in tight. The key is anticipating the next move and setting up for it. There was a beautiful synced barrel roll. And another counter-rotating barrel roll.
Seems to be showing a lot of great different skills.
He's showing a lot of skills on the vertical, but he needs to get a few more skills going on the horizontal. Technically, this was a fantastic round for these guys.
Bravo.
Look at how tight and clean this helicopter is. He gets it spinning. Watch the horizon in the background. Keeps his body straight and gets those RPMs going. Beautiful helicopter. This is the best technical performance I have ever seen from this team.
Quite a run. Oliver is very happy, and the score, a 76. That is good enough to move them in the early lead.
100 feet. After one jump, the team of Patrick de Gueridon and Joe Jennings hold a slim lead over Troy Hartman and Vic Papadato in a field that is wide open. To Second Beach we go. Doug Dunbar, Robin Berg, and Russ Francis cover the action.
Back to the CASA, Oliver Ferrer, Christian Schmidt. They have put on an outstanding performance so far today.
Oliver has come so far from when they first started. They've only been together a short time, but this guy is showing a lot of savvy. Here's the avalanche. This is a Patrick de Gueridon move. Great camera awareness. He turned right around and knew exactly where Christian was.
I got to tell you, one of the cleanest helicopters we've seen from all the teams today as well.
And he's really cleaned it up. He usually has a problem with the helicopter, but not anymore.
Nice camera interaction.
A little swagger there to show some flair for the camera. Beautiful synced barrel roll. That is great teamwork.
Upside down surprise exit for Ferrer and Schmid. Time runs out while we wait for their scores to be tallied. Let's take a look at our leaderboard as of right now. De Gueridon and Jennings leading at 79. Hartman, Papadato, Greiner, Birch all jockeying for that first, second, and third spot. 7/10 of a point, all that separates our top 3 jumpers right now. Ferrer, Christian Schmid back in. Not a bad score again. They have been fairly consistent in the first 2 jumps so far, currently 4th overall.
Well, the Silver Surfer, the cartoon, the idea, is kind of what inspired somebody to actually think about really standing on a board in free fall. I mean, you've got the Silver Surfer, and he surfs through the sky, and, you know, he's like the superhero deal. And some guys in France said, oh, that'd be cool. Let's try that.
Led by Patrick de Gueridon, who created the boards we see today. But just like a tree falling in a forest, no one could see the tricks until the two ideas merged in the late 80s.
Just within the last couple of years, have the camera flyers really gotten good enough where they're not just documenting, they're adding, they're contributing.
That was best demonstrated in the pairing of Joe Jennings and the late Rob Harris. Relative unknown to the 1994 World Championships, their choreography was dazzling enough to capture the gold and change the sport's emphasis from acrobatic surfers to synchronized teamwork.
You're sort of a flying boom, if you will. You can get any angle you want here. You can go below, you can go above, you can go upside down.
So it was no surprise when the duo dominated last year's games with the same philosophy. Jennings will be paired with de Gaillardon as the most intriguing duo in this year's X Games.
I think this year at the X Games, it's going to be way cool because we're on the beach. You know, it's just kind of a natural jamming thing. And then we got the Skysurfing coming in, landing on the beach. You know, it's going to be great.
Send it on up now to Russ Francis.
Looking at Oliver Ferrer and Schmidt from Switzerland, they came to the X Games wanting to have fun and wanting to learn. Learn they have done very quickly. The new kids on the block here in the 4th round know that they have a chance at a medal, and it shows on their face every second as they prepare for this, their final jump before the 5th round.
Russ spoke about Ferrer and Schmidt and the rest of the field yet to jump when we return. This is your leading sky surfer right now, Bob Greiner, his camera flyer, Cliff Birch. They have steadily increased their score through the first 3 rounds. Oliver Ferrer and Schmid, they are currently in 4th place here in the 4th round. A good steady run almost guarantees them a shot in the final round.
Here's the avalanche. It's one full twisting layout after another. Here you see the helicopter wandering back and forth. He's straightening it out.
Ferrer and Schmidt, a team not talked about a whole lot coming into the competition, but they have suddenly put their mark on it. And consistently, their actually best overall round was round 3 with a 77.7 on a great technical score. They've done the same routine 4 times in a row. Now watch the exit, and we'll make our way up to our Russ Francis. What a competition this has turned out to be. The team that came in seeded 10th into the X Games, Oliver Ferrer and Schmid. They need a 71-3 to advance. They've got it.
Yeah, we got it.
A 75.7 lands them in 4th spot here in the final round. Back up to the CASA, Patrick de Gaillardon, Joe Jennings are in. Ferrer and Schmidt. They actually dropped to 5th here in the final round before their jump. If there would be a Cinderella story here in the sky surfing event, this could be it. 10th seed coming into the competition. Here they are on the final day fighting for a medal.
This team is doing so well at this competition because of technical execution. And what does that mean? That means Oliver understands that he has to come out of moves exactly on heading. He has to know exactly where Christian is every time. And everything is great with the body form. Oliver has got straight body on almost all of these moves. Beautiful synced barrel roll. That's excellent timing. And there's another.
Oliver Ferrer and Schmidt have put together 4 and now 5 dynamic runs for the judges, albeit they've been the same, but they have had one heck of a time here at the X Games. Let's go on up to Russ. Ferrer and Schmidt told us that they wanted some scores in the 80s, and look at this. Technically, they did a wonderful job.
Look at the score.
78.7, the round score that currently keeps them in 5th place here in the competition. Just below on the beach, as you see, this one was for Rob, family and friends of Joe Jennings. Let's go on up to Russ now.